Well, let me ask this question. Is it a problem when you say that you, I think you may have answered it, but when your woman or your wife or whoever volunteer information, is that something that you don't want? Do you prefer to ask your girl what you think and make a decision? Or do you have a problem with a woman suggesting something to do, whatever that is?
No, I
Like
don't
let's just
think
say, for
most.
example, I was just like, let's just say Hank and I are married, and I'm like, Hank, I got an idea. I just what I think we should do. I heard you talking the other day about stuff with finances and something we should do. And then I'll run some stuff down to you. Would you have an issue with me just doing that without asking?
I mean, as long as you don't make the decision and you give me the information, I'm gonna do the research on this investment that you're talking about to make sure it's legit, make sure it's everything's on the up and up, make sure it is what you say it is. That as a man, that's what I'm gonna do, regardless of what any woman's my wife say to me. I'm gonna still do the research. I'm gonna still look it up. I'm gonna still figure it out and find out what it is. And she's not just giving me some old bogus information because she got some secondhand bullshit from one of her girlfriends. Now let me do the research on this. I mean, I trust, but you verify. That's what you do. You trust, but you verify what she's saying is real, what she's saying is legit, what she's saying is everything is on the up, and it's all good. It's worth, you know, uh, investing money into, or investing time or energy or whatever the case may be, and then just operate from that point of view. At the end of the day, I'm the quarterback. My wife's the running back. The running back is never in front of me. It's always behind me, beside me, but she's never in front of me. So she's not going to make the final decision. I'm going to make the final decision, and I'm going to accept whatever consequences that comes with that final decision, whether it's bad or good. I'm going to accept it all because at the end of the day, it's going to fall on me. People on the outside are going to say, hey, why'd you let this thing fail? Because I made a bad decision. This thing didn't go the way, the investment didn't go the way I want to do because I made a bad decision. I made a bad investment. Maybe I didn't do enough research. Maybe I didn't do enough time spent on it. Maybe I should invest more time into figuring out what it was, but I didn't. I did a quick fix thing and it didn't work out for me. I got to accept that. I'm going to go to my wife and say, hey, baby, I'm sorry. This happened. It shouldn't have happened. I should have did more research. And I got to accept that. But please believe me. Give me my flowers when I make my success, when I do it right. Give me my props. Give me my credit when I do it right. Don't just shit on me whenever I do something bad. Yeah, I told you what worked. Now, okay, cool. Give me my props when it does work. Don't say nothing and go on about your bit. Okay, no. Give me my goddamn props. I'll leave it there.
All right. Sorry to hear that question. Coco, you did mention something about degrees. You know, he trusted me because I had my degrees. Like, what is that? How does that come into play as far as when it comes to like decision making? I can understand if you are certified with certain things, but I know a lot of folks with degrees that don't convert into common sense or logic.
No. So it's funny you said that. That's what he used to say. He used to be like, come on, you the one with the degrees, you know what I'm saying? What you got, like what you think. So it's just I said that because that's what he would always say. However, he wasn't good with computers. He never like he was just like so I don't know. But he couldn't type on computers. When I met him, he was still carrying cash for everything. I had just gave him a debit card. You know, he didn't know how to use that. Like I had to teach him how to use that because our account kept getting negative because he just kept swiping like we had money. I'm moving money around. So it was just growing pains with him, even though he was a lot older than me. But it was he always was like, you take care of the bills. Like his check came into the account, I handled everything. So that was just something that he would say. Like he trusted me. Like I could have like never paid no bills. You know what I'm saying? Or never did anything. Like he never asked me for a dime and the money went into the account and he trusted I was taking care of everything, which I was. So that's what I meant by that. But that's what he felt. He felt like, you know, when it comes to stuff like that, like I want my woman to just, you know, let me know what you think. So, you know, that's what it was.
All right. Go ahead, Miss Di. How do you feel about should a wife have the last say so in the house?
I think that I agree with literally everything that she said and how she described it and her point of view. I think the biggest thing that stood out to me was a leader. A lot of men think because they're men, they're leaders because you're supposed to be a leader, but you have to have leadership qualities. And leadership qualities, like she says, knowing when to follow. Just with me, I'm the president of PCO. We hold like sometimes $12,000, $14,000 in there at a time. And sometimes people come up to me who volunteer and they're like, hey, I have this idea. Hey, I have this, I have that. So as a leader, in that sense, I have to go over the budget, make sure it's in our budget, make sure it's appropriate with the school. And once I figure all that out, if they're better in that area and they have more experience, that's when me as the president, I would make a committee, and that head person would be the head of the committee, and they would let me know what they need in order to get that done. So I feel like a lot of men sometimes lack that trait, but like she said, a healthy man who's not in his ego, a man that's confident in his leadership skills, a man that truly care about you and your opinion. I feel like that's what I want. I feel like I want a husband like that. I want a husband who knows my value and my worth, and I do want his opinions to be the last say so. I want to trust him so much that I don't feel like I have to have the last say so because I know more in that area or whatever the case is. I want my husband to be able to recognize my value and the areas that I'm strong in. And then just for me, because I'm a different type of woman, every marriage and relationship is different. So I'm gonna always respect my husband as a leader. But I think one thing I've noticed about myself, I do like to take head in certain situations. Like if we're going to a football game and my son, it's time for us to get the shirts ready, get the posters ready. It's time for us to put on the face mask. You know what I'm saying? Like I would like to like kind of take charge. Like, okay, we're gonna do this. I need everybody come over here. I want these kids to do the posters. Babe, can you move this around for me? Can you help him with his football stuff? Because you know I'm not good with putting the equipment on. Like that was something I would like. And it's not necessarily, I guess, me leading, like Hank said. If he allows me to do that and he says, babe, you got this, then it's like it's still his last decision. And I respect that. I feel like a man's supposed to be that. And a man that's that is a very valuable man. But like I said, leader is a very, very that was the key word because like she said, leaders also have to know how to follow.
Mhm.
When you come into a company and it's time to work your way up, it's better to start off at that entry level position, go through every position so you know what it feels like to be in that position. You can be a good leader. You get what I'm saying? So a
Mhm.
lot of men, I think they don't know what it's like to be in a woman's position and how the world make us feel about having to, well, not having to submit, but wanting to submit and wanting to follow a man. They make it seem like it's a weak thing, but I think it takes a real strong woman to be like, okay, I trust this man with everything. I trust that he gonna value my opinion, value what I have to say, and I trust that he's going to lead me in the right direction. So, yeah, that's how I feel about it.